Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Tennis Manager 25, and we are back. And after kind of scratching my head and trying to read more around things, I do realize that not a patch as such, but a hotfix that was actually put out. I think the hotfix was put out the day after the game was released. That may answer the question about Kwame, because it just says pro team players were abnormally refused entry to tournaments. And it also says that there were 15 players corrupted in the database could cause errors if in pro team. So there could be something there. Um, yeah. So I need to figure out how to get the hotfix, because I think I just need to re-download the game. I would guess re-download the installation files, because they would then be the new ones. They would actually probably be up to the latest patch as well. I mean, I've been trying to figure out how to get the patch from GOG without going through GOG Manager, but if I just went into my library and re-downloaded the entire game, wouldn't take that long, and it would probably be the fully updated files, right? Isn't that how GOG usually works? All the patches would be part of the download. I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't think about that until just now. But surely the hotfix would be like automatically applied, and the executables would be updated and not have to be run separately. Okay, something to look at. I'm hoping that's not the kind of issue here, which it might be, and if it is, so be it. But I'm gonna stick with the fact that I'm booking recommended things for Kwame and see. So this Fayetteville is like the next one that we need to like fully try and see. So in a week's time, we should know about Fayetteville, and if it doesn't work, then that's fine. I'll throw back on his automatic registrations. But for now, we're going to take that off and just leave it play out. Hannah, she is very happy right now because her goals have all been met. So she won a rookie tournament. In fact, she's won a few now. She's ranked 12 in the UK. She wanted to be 15. I think she started at 15, so it's not a big jump up. But then this one, like 411, I think she starts at like 555. So it's almost 150 places jumped in the world, like 6 more spots, and we'll have done that, and we could even jump up to top 10 in the UK. So I was kind of worried about these goals, but I shouldn't have been. I didn't need to be. Kwame, I thought we had these goals because we could just play him in the men's tour. He'll get there. He's got really close, even though he hasn't been able to play men's events. And Yana we knew was just going to suck, so we're, trying to book her in just to see if we can steal some satisfaction at the end. But I think we've already taken that relationship hit from her for not meeting the goals. Even though we're not at the end of the season yet, and she could still technically maybe hit those goals. So I'm not sure how that all works. All I know is we're here at Brno for a future 25, which I don't know. We haven't like done before. We've kind of been sticking to the W15s, and this is actually for 35 points. We are the favorite. We're the highest ranked. I wouldn't say we're the best player. I do think there's probably a few better players, but I don't feel we're out of our depth. I just don't know what the jump is really like. So Ivanova, We lose the first set, we take the second and third comfortably. Seems like regular business there. There might be a few more surprises along the way. And then Danielle Daly. I believe she was the second seed in a tournament that we played. Yeah, I think probably St. Paulston. She got knocked out in the semis, and then we beat the person who beat her. Maybe it was that one. Maybe it was a different tournament. I think it was Danielle Daly. No, maybe I'm wrong. But I kind of think it was. Balanced match, everything okay. Okay, look, we got obliterated in that first, took a tiebreaker to get back into it, and then ground out a gritty third set to take that. I think that's a pretty good win. Like here, it was a tiebreaker, and then we closed out quite nicely. Here, we were dominated, then a tiebreaker to stay in it, and then a close one to just like push on through. That's pretty good. So we've already got 8 points, which I think is pretty much what we would get for a semi-final out of 15. If we got a final, I think it would have been like 11, 12 points, and then to win would be 15, right? Something like that. So if I can get the pop-up back up, there we go. So yeah, so if we advance to the semi-final, it would be almost as good as winning the 15. So we're one win away from being pretty much the same as if we won the other tournaments. So as long as we can compete and we can get towards that quarter/semi-final spots, I think 25s are definitely a good way to go with Hannah. And we do get beaten. It is unfortunate, but we do get beaten. 6-3, 6-3. And I kind of want to see who beat us. She looks really, really solid. But she's not better than us. Topspin, footwork, composure are really high. I'll give you that. They are really high. But ours are pretty consistently as good or better in spots, and these mentals are pretty good. So yeah, maybe we just didn't play up to our spot, but I don't feel that we were out of our depth in that one, which means we could have got to that semi-final. If we did get to the semi-final, we would have been facing a qualifier ranked well below us, which means we had a shot to go towards the final. And then the biggest person we could have come up against would be Rika, who would be better than us for sure. But I feel good about that. I feel that's okay. Yeah. I wish we didn't have to choose the same answers, but they're the only ones that make sense to me. Um, yeah, the difference is really slim. Opponent had the upper hand. No disrespect, she's just always confident. That's fine. Um, I think I'm just going to share the blame this time. I normally take the blame. I'm going to share the blame. I think that's fine. And we do have a bit of time before the next one, so let's go ahead and bump that up to medium. You're not in a tournament anymore. Like as soon as we're out of the tournament, you should let me edit this. I hate the fact that there are missing days of training that I shouldn't need to. Get me to the point where the game recognizes we're out of the tournament, and then I can edit this. Maybe I've only missed one session, but still, it's one session. Still one session. Okay. I kind of want to do intervals. Intervals. Powerful Ace. That's going to kind of kill there. But I think that's fine. She'll be pretty fine. She's not that tired. And we'll see kind of what this helps with, but we should be slowly improving, which will be nice. Oh, that's stamina 0.02% away from a point. But yeah, we're getting close. We are getting close. And Yano, at least focus and forehand up. That's nice. So you've been accepted to Nanning. And for a change, you've been accepted to Fayetteville. Why why be accepted to that and not to the previous ones? I don't know. But it does now feel like we're in a good place with that. Yeah, pretty much again we're like all this is kind of equal to the top two, very, very roughly, but um yeah. Which kind of means we're making probably 60K over the month. It'd also be nice not to get the updates on the objectives once you fulfilled them all and have got to the end of that week or month and been told you've done them all. I don't really like going back over that. Yeah, so this one failed. This one failed. Okay. Yeah, not really totally sure why. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense for that one. Um, yeah. So let me get this right. I got bumped for the qualifier for this one or for another one. I can't remember. Hold on. Let me double check. Okay. So I got bumped for that one, not for the qualifiers. But I wasn't told that I would be. And we were recommended it. And we're in these qualifiers. Hmm. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Trying to figure out what he can get into and what he can't get into. Because he is getting some pro tournaments now. If he's getting some pro tournaments, then he should be getting all pro tournaments unless there's a reason for it. And I'm not really getting a good idea of what that reason is. But if he couldn't be booked, which we'd need the hotfix for, then he wouldn't have gone into the one he did get into. So I don't think I'm any closer to figuring that out. I don't think I'm any closer to figuring that one out. Okay. 6463 for Hannah over Claudia. Host Ferrer. I will pay 30k and just get the Padel courts up and running. Because kind of need that. Paula Arias Manjon. We get bullied on. Ooh, okay. So that's a 16. So that's 4 points. Don't love that, but understand it. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely tough, but I don't feel we're too bad. Yana gets bounced in the qualifier. That's a shame. I was hoping she'd at least win one qualifier to get some points and actually have a classification somewhere. She just needs a point at the women's level just so I can see how far away from 1500 she is. Might be miles, it might not be. She might be the worst women's player, and there might only be 1600 of them, which means we get a couple of points just from qualifiers. We'd be fulfilling her goal. Just needed to get something to kind of get where we're at. Okay, so you got to play the junior finals. I get that. You're the number one junior. I do get that. Agility up on Yana, that's big. Serve consistency for Kwame, that's big. Focus up, that's good. Hannah just keeps plugging away. Okay. Padel courts. Ooh. Jovic looks like she could be really, really good. Like, they all look like they could be really, really good, but like Jovic is at least 4.5. Sorry, 3.5. Like Hannah is only guaranteed to be 4. Kwame is 4.5. My God. Yeah, so Yana is basically 2-star, 3.5 potential of 5. So 2-star, 3.5 potential of 5. But there's also potential she could actually be better right now. And yeah, she's 2 years older. She definitely looks like she's got some better skills, especially focus. Um, Iva Jovic could be a very, very, very decent player. I like Yana. I do like Yana. I just wish she would. I wish she would live up to what I kind of wanted to be, what I needed to be. Kwame seems to be doing okay. Tactical skills go up. Don't mind that. So, yeah, see, Hannah's got her 25, and that's fine. The future 15 for Yana is fine. The future 15 for Kwame isn't fine. And again, I kind of get it. I understand it. I don't like it. Um, yeah, I don't like it. but we were accepted into one, right? We were accepted into one. It said yes, we're in. Oh, did I delete all the trash? Sadly, that makes sense. Okay. I can go back and look at it if I need to. I'm just wondering what it might have even been. I'm wondering if he played the qualifier, lost the qualifier for that, but I don't think so. I think that was a standalone. I think it was a qualifier for something else. But yeah. So whatever it was, he's not in it anymore. And so he's just gonna play the boys final. Maybe he'll win it and magically jump up the rankings in the men's for no reason. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, the fact that we hit our tournaments and the fact that we're pretty close to the national rank, I think that's okay. I don't think that's going to hurt us that badly. And because we've nailed Hannah's, we've kind of got there with him. Yana's just the one that's struggling. Um, so be it. Oh my god, we're 374 in the world. These little ranking points are all adding up. If we can just have a good tournament with a top seed, what's like the eighth seed? 538. Yeah, that's kind of where I think we are really. We're like 450 to 500, I would say. And that kind of puts us in a solid place. Although there's some wild cards at 434 that that aren't seeded. But yeah, this is definitely kind of even matches. I don't think we should win, and I don't think we should lose at this level. I think our ranking is above our ability at this point, where it's been below our ability for a lot of time. Yeah, we get bounced instantly, which does kind of suck. Does kind of suck, but we know all about it. Ooh, Kwame did something in the men's tour. I looked at his list. I couldn't see a list of things, but he did go to Fayetteville, and he won in the round of 32, and he got bounced on a tiebreaker by the number one seed. So don't tell me he can't play in these. He's good enough, and he's a better player, higher rank than a lot of these qualifiers too. He's not far off the wild card people. Don't know why he's not being able to play. Yeah, to take the number one seed all the way to a tiebreaker, having lost the first set, dominate the second, almost get up. This is so close. If we had beaten the first seed, I think that we would have had a chance to have beaten them. Maybe we get knocked out the semi-final, give us 8 points. But Kwame's got 1 point on the men's tour, which is probably really good because he didn't have that before. But yeah, Yana gets control. We love that. Little underspin for Hana. That's good. We're starting to go out. Brain Zhang is 2-4. at age 17, which means she is better than Yana, maybe, as far as we know. She is a couple of years older and everything else. We kind of got to take that into account. But yeah, potentially is better. That's fine. Yeah, Hannah gets knocked out over 25 in the round of 32. Kwame gets into the round of 16. And in the future 15, Yana doesn't even qualify. But still not too bad. Like we're still moving in the right direction, I think. Especially if we know what we're doing. Oh my god, we're going full throttle. With Hannah, I just saw the amount of physical training. She must be on a heavy, heavy physical setup there. Which I guess would make sense. Yeah, again, I feel like we're kind of in a similar position. So we're up 3 grand, so we're up 100 grand, which takes care of that. So we're 30 grand, which takes care of most of that. So yeah, we do need to generate a little more money. Not a ton of money, but a little more money. As Hannah goes and puts in the work. I like that because yeah, those physicals are the thing that we need to go after with Hannah. Um, so yeah, what has she got? Week 45. So yeah, so she's in the tournament. So that was physical fitness. Now we're prepping. Then she hits her tournament, and then it's the World Cup at the end. And these guys are in tournaments right now. Then they'll have a week off to prepare, and then they go into the World Cup at the end. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. That's fine. Not too bad. Hannah, 409th in the world. Kwame, 1229. Yana falling outside the top 100 in the girls. But her forehand's a little more consistent. Kwame just developing nicely. And Hannah, oh, balanced natural fitness and stamina all going up. I like that. I like that. We still need her footwork to go up. That's still something we need to do. We still need to look at the game plans and figure out what we really want to do and make sure we're training those from time to time as well. And yeah, the 17-year-old Chinese, I think she was Chinese, was 2-star, 4-star potential over fifth. That's half a star behind Hannah right now and the exact same potential that we think Hannah has right now. That could be really interesting, yeah. So Jovic pretty much is Hannah, chance to be slightly better, a year older. And a year older, I'm pretty much the same as Hannah, just a little bit worse right now, is Zhang. Really kind of interested with these options. Kind of thought it'd be a bit more difficult to find like a top potential player, but I guess having potential's one thing. The scouts being accurate's another. Fulfilling potential, even though you have it, is another. Okay, gonna save just in case because we've had some weird stuff happen along the way. But this is the final Kwame versus Asia. So for being the best sort of 8, maybe. I don't know how the junior tour finals work. It's 5 rounds. This is 1, 2, quarter, 16, 32. So I guess for the top 32 in the boys' juniors, they're all automatically qualified. And then probably ranked accordingly with the 1 to 8 seeds. And then put in, but we can't be because number 8 is number 9 in the world. I wish I could go back and see more. It won't let me see more because it's a group stage. Okay. Not sure that makes sense to me. Uh, okay. Maybe we ignore that. Maybe we ignore that. But the top 2 play from each. Hold on, let me not ignore that. So, yeah. So, Rotterig won Group 2. We were second in Group 1. And then Showhouse and Arcia were again 1 and 2 in their respective group. So they play each other. Then the winners just happen to be the top 2 men in the world. Well, boys in the world. Alejandro Arcia and Moise Kouame. What can I edit? Just the name and the graphic and stuff? Okay. Always interesting. Met once before. We did win. Higher win percentage, higher return points, higher serve points, slightly taller, better ranked, very, very similar, but we can and should win. A little disappointing season for Kwame, not being able to really get up there on the men's tour, but on the juniors, he has been absolutely phenomenal at times, and a chance to win the finals blows him away in the first set. Second set, very much more contested, but holds his nerve in a tiebreak situation and gets the job done. Moise Kouame is fantastic, and Yana has qualified for a women's event. Or has she only... Was that the first match or the second match she qualified for? I wasn't paying much attention. I just saw she won the qualifier. Maybe she's got to go through a second qualifier. Maybe that was the second qualifier. I don't know. Hannah's serve spin goes up. That will really suit her. And the backhand for Yana. The speed almost going up. The training is slowly coming together. Oh, okay. She got there. She got there. She got to around the 32. She doesn't get any points. And I don't think she gets any points just for the qualifier. I don't think so. Okay, why didn't she get that one? That's a future 15, which is basically the rookies. So it's given her a second round qualifier, but she just needs to qualify for one of these. And she did. She got knocked out instantly, but she did get there. So in my mind, this should be filled out now. And it's not. If you'd have just got a point or something in there, you'd have just won that, somehow won that round of 32. We'd know where you're ranked out of all the Czech women. And I don't think there's 30 pro Czech women higher ranked than you if you get any points. So we would have filled it. We should have filled this already. One win away from filling this out. And who knows what world ranking you would have been. So even right at the end of the season, unpredictable, but we maybe could have done something. Maybe. I don't know. Javar, we lose the tiebreak really tough first, and then power through the second. Solid performance there in the third set to take the match. We're up against Berdina. Haven't faced them yet, but we're gonna play now and yeah, dominate the first. There's a fight, an unholy fight in the second. We just lose out. And then we're right back on it and absolutely smash Berdina to take that third set. That puts us in a quarter-final against Lucia Kirkic Bagaric, a wildcard entry. We're currently on 8 points. We should advance. We look a little better than her. Lose the first set, but a tight one, an extended one, 7-5. Fight back to win a tiebreak to stay in it. And then a little more comfortable in the third. We move on to that semi-final. This is, I believe now we're on 14 points. If we can win this against someone ranked 800th in the world, we jump up to 23 points and face either a wildcard entry at where I'd expect us realistically our skill level to be, or someone else that's 811th in the world. Like, this could be huge. This could be huge. We've never played against Charlotte before. 6-3 win, 6-3 loss, and then a 7-5, an extended third set, but we get the job done. We move into a final in a future 25. And right at the end of the season, Hannah's making one last play. Number 400 odd in the world. These 35 points could be really big. That could actually catapult us up a very decent jump up the rankings. Arena Barra. Do not know Arena, but probably a fairly even-ish match. And we lose 6-3, 6-3. Very, very unfortunate for us. Yeah, I don't think she's better than us. I think she's kind of at our level, just better physically, maybe. But we've probably got a better serve and more consistent forehand and backhand. If we take kind of the average. But, yeah. Yeah, she just about had us today. If we ran that back a couple of times, I feel we might be actually better than her in more simulations. That would be really interesting. But yeah, we've increased our skills. So we've got 16 points to allocate. Not bad. Quick look at training. Yana. A little bit of progress, nothing amazing. Anticipation for Kwame continues to rise really close. and barely anything for Hannah. We know that anyway. So let's do our attributes. Um, we could start working on these. I don't know if it's worth putting any points in this if we're not really going to be using them to train. So I think to begin with, dumping 11 points over here just makes sense. And then I really don't know if we need player evaluation because, as I say, the analyst will use it and the scouts will use it, but I'm not sure a manager or a coach or the player will use it. I might just dump these into Surf for now. Because then if we get 16, we can max that out and get a couple of points in here, which means that would then go up to a 19 at level 6. Yeah. Yeah. So we could kind of spread around a bit. Level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10. I think we max out somewhere on like 15, 16 per skill. It's not bad. It's not bad. That's our first level up, though. We are up to level 4. And that kind of suits me. That suits me very, very much. Okay, World Cup. So the Pro Women UK. We got to get up basically inside the top 150 to have any shot there. And we could definitely have represented Britain here, but we weren't close because we didn't play juniors, which I think's fine. You didn't play juniors that year. You shouldn't be representing your nation in the Juniors World Cup. Kwame is in there. And yeah, Yana just sneaks in. But she did end up falling outside the top 100. So there is that. There is that. So we can kind of just see. Leave the academy, change coaches, set the bar lower next season. I think about, but you should too. I mean, you're in charge here, right? Yes. Of those three, I think the third is the more sensible one. 100%. The second one is a possibility. I don't feel it's needed, but it's a possibility. The first one, I think, is just a blatant overreaction. Okay, they are going to give me that. They are going to give me that much at least. Oh, if we'd have just won this round of 32 and got a point, or whatever it would have been, we might have even hit this one, and the player satisfaction would have been 2/3 of the way up. Even with this crazy wish to be ranked on the women's without being able to play women's. At the age of 14, it's so salty. So salty. Leave the academy, change. So that's exactly the same. Like, we hit that, we got really close to that. We weren't a million miles away from here. You started like at 2,200 odds, so we, really did get up, and you still weren't even able to play very many men's. So someone that almost completely failed everything, we get the same email for someone that completely, almost completely achieved their goals. And for someone that did achieve their goals, what a great season. So Okay. Little interesting, little strange. That's fine. Jovic looks great. Good, good, good. Let's go through the World Cup. Oh, Moyes gets all the way to the semi-final. Do I see anything about that? I don't know. Hannah didn't hit any goals for equipment. She didn't have any goals for equipment. That's why. Neither did Moyes. Okay. Okay. Yana did. It said we were 2 out of 2. And we did get 2, but I would say out of 5. But it was the most expensive 2, so that's fine. Um, yeah. Okay. Not sure that properly represents what happened, but fine. Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking this is the second season. This is still the first season. How was our first season as a head? Really happy. Good to know I made the right choice. Here's some players complaining about clay courts. Um, I, I'd probably like to do the 4 courts this year. I'm not sure we have the money, but to do some of them, we probably could do 2 at least. Um, yeah, she's got her weaknesses for sure. She's played a lot of matches, and we'll get back to work, and she'll be that much better for it. Plan for the current year, we are going to double down on that. Don't feel we're in a good position to do that. Don't really know if we can get better staff or really afford to get better staff there. That's nothing. So I guess we're going to double down on the courts. And we have 5 spots available in the pro team. Do we? I thought we had 1. Yeah, we don't. We have 1. Uh, that's interesting. You're all average players. You're all okay. Rokawa is definitely the best of you. And you're all just gonna go because I can't really bring someone in. I can't afford the extra trainers, and I can't open up the extra trainer slots even if I wanted to. So, you've done okay. Congratulations, but it ain't gonna work out for us. And the juniors, Yana just didn't really have a fun end of season. Kwame didn't have a bad end of season, to be honest with you. He was okay. And then in the women's, Yana actually got a ranking. No, 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 no. You can't tell me she got a ranking and then not give me the ranking. She's in the top 1,500 in the world. She's in the top 1,500. She hit her goal there. I'm going to lose relationship with this player, even though I was right and she needed like 1 point. to be able to probably be in the top 30 Czech women in the world and inside the top 1,500. I wasn't allowed to book Kwame the way I wanted to, and he would have hit his job being a top 100 French male and top 1,000 in the world. I am sure of it. And Yana was a point away from registering that she would be top 1,500 in the world and a top 30 Czech female player. It's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Come on, game, work with me. Work with me. You're gonna ding me for it, so work with me, please. Um, yeah, I mean, at least Kwame was starting to do a little bit on the men's tour. So next season, if I can book him, or maybe just the automatic booking will be more inclined to book him on the men's tour. And Hannah just flew up those rankings, did really well. Consistent as well. Definitely a better period last time, but we did also move up from 15s to 25s. And we were really close in a couple of matches, like a couple of tiebreakers. Where honestly, I think we would have blown out of the water, and we would have won 2 or 3 more matches, and we would have probably have won an extra 8 or 9 points. And so I still think we ended quite well. And okay. So for the year, the sports center and the medical center kind of even out. We're down the ground, but they kind of even out. And then we're up like 150K here between the medical and the business. We give that back and 25K here. That 25K, yeah. 25K is kind of eaten up here. That's the money then that we have in the bank. And this combined is the million we started with. Okay. So it does make sense. It does make sense. Yeah, the medical center ended up, even with all the buildings we spent, the medical center was still a profit of 260K. So pretty much our entire profit is the ins and outs of the medical center, and everything else combined broke even. That's roughly what we're saying. So those medical center upgrades were well worth it in terms of stopping injuries from lingering, but also from actually turning us our profit across this year. So business was 270. So again, you could just say that the business center is responsible for this profit. All the others broke even. If we ignore if we ignore the million, that's 500,000 right there. So the sports center cost us 550K. I mean, that probably is the million that we spent, right? That's where half of that went. The youth cost us 250,000. Yeah. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. It's just nice to know how that kind of all feeds into each other and works. Maybe you don't find it as interesting as I do, and that's fine, but like I really do find that interesting. Top top 350 in the world. Hannah. Let's go. Still way off being a top ranked woman But we are top 10. We did hit top 10. Hannah. Okay, we got top 350. We got top 10. And we got to a final of a rookie 10, rookie 50. I know we won rookie 15s, so this should be winner, not just finals. Um, like I say, these two slightly underperforming and everything else, but hey, it is what it is. Rankings then at the end of the season. Not much change at the top, as you'd expect. The top uh, teenager is very close, actually. It's not very close. It's 80 points. But the top teenager is Lerner Tien, who is a very good returner and volleyer. He looks really solid. We're going to add him to our evaluation list. I know it's long, but we will get round to them at some point. And then the top teenager here is 18-year-old Mira Andreeva. I mean, she kind of looks good. Like, yeah. Kind of makes me want to sign her, even though I don't really want to. But as an 18-year-old, she could be just the future. I mean, uh, okay. Shouldn't that take me back to here? Yeah. You wouldn't want to talk to me. I'm not going to sign her, but I just want to be sure that she wouldn't even want to talk to me because she shouldn't. Cool. Oh, let's talk about the start of next season. Ugh. I hate that. I hate that. So yeah, Moyes being 16. Miguel did really well. Another 16. Cruz Hewitt, Jack Chen. Few young players here on the tour. And the top 16-year-old on the women's side, we'll evaluate, is confusing. I thought you could only be in the Federation of the same nation, so shouldn't Mariella be with the German Federation, not the Russian? Or shouldn't she be then Russian, not German? I mean, ha. That's very confusing, game. Thanks for that. Uh, Stojavlich is there's another 16-year-old. Van Ziel, top 15-year-olds, Vittoria and Victoria. Shouldn't be surprised. Should not be surprised. Top 15-year-old on the men's tour is Michael Antonius. Yeah, okay. Should not be surprised. Should not be surprised. Don't think I'm going to add him, although I was tempted. Why isn't Victoria scouted? I'm sure we scouted her. We got Victoria. Huh. Okay. all of it kind of strange, but is what it is, I guess. Yeah, sure. Um, yeah. Let's just hit continue. The more I read, the more I become confused. But there we go. We are on our holidays. 335 in the world, 1209 in the world. And you were ranked for a short time from. See, she's upset. I don't like that. Don't like that. Uh, okay, Wilson's rackets have come to an end. Nike offers its shoes. Kwame's equipment has also come to an end. And Yana. So we can re-sign these. I might leave that for a little while and just see kind of how it plays out. Yeah. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. So there we go. Towards the end, the Team World Cup. The winners were the United States with the men's and women's title. Australia won the boys' title, and the UK won the girls. Even without Hannah involved, the UK women's won, which is quite nice. So the season is over. The four circuits. Yannick Sinner won the men's. Arina Sabalenka won the women's. Moise Kwame won the boys. And Emerson Jones won the girls. Debru, Koric, Mensek, Fritz, Djokovic, Sinner, Monfils, and Acosta. Nothing too surprising there. A couple of names I don't know especially well, but Bensic, Raducanu, Golf, Sabalenka, Golf, Sabalenka, and Kudermetova. Nice. Very, very nice. And yay, Hannah is the top in serve points won. Well done, Hannah. Totally not a misreading of the stats when everyone resets to be joint first with 0% out of 0 attempts. Totally not. And yeah, no, these two together are almost this, and that is more than these combined. And so everything's been paid for here. And now we're back up to the 100,000 or so for the month. And that's just the same. I was hoping those were new offers. They're not new offers. But yeah, we're kind of making money. We got some good pieces in play, and we can kind of start seeing what we're doing. 424k, not as much as I'd hoped for, but okay. Kind of puts us in an okay position. Like I'm just I'm ready to break things. Okay, juniors, thank God we're not looking at the women's tour. Uh, you got a shot at top five. participate in the competition. Oh, she does think really high of herself. Get to a final. Ranking top 3. Okay, we kind of rescue that. And she doesn't want to do women's this year. Okay, we don't need to break some things. Do we really need to set pro goals? Top 200? No, no, that's not where we're starting this. But top 1,000, okay. Maybe that's ambitious. Quarterfinal in one of those. I can hurt your morale a little bit now. National top 100 again. Don't want to set juniors. Good. Oh my god. This one's gonna scare me. Yeah, top 300 we can do. We continue to earn points that we did towards the end of last season from the beginning. Top 300 we can do. Across the year in a rookies. We might not be in that many rookies. We probably will be. Rookie 50s. I'm going to stick with one. Yeah, I had a feeling that would go back. National level top 10. It's not great, but I do think they're largely achievable. They are largely achievable. They may be upset. Our reputation may not be the best. We got 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 1.5 out of 5. Yeah, that is what it is, I guess. Kind of want to blow my budget here. Kind of want to blow my budget here. I don't know if that would be the wise thing to do. Because I don't really see anything else that would dramatically improve our funding or our finances. We would get extra benefits elsewhere. So this would be interesting, but I kind of think the way we're going to go with this, because I really want to put these in, I could do all of these now and really help out. I really think I'm going to wait there. And I think the cold therapy is worth doing early. I think that's worth doing early. And then with the money we got left in the bank, we start work on the courts. And as we earn more money, we go down this list. So if we're earning 100 grand a month, then by the time these are kind of done, we'll be hitting the hard courts. By the time that's done, we're hitting grass courts. By the time that's done, it's the indoor courts. We're probably halfway through the season, making good money. And the second half of the season, we're going to have bonuses on our courts. And then we can look elsewhere. Then we can try and figure out what else we're going to do. Like maybe increase the game plan mastery on the connected courts. I don't know. Suggestions, comments, please. That is where we're going to leave it though. Fun end to the season. That's our first season wrapped up. And I do think it went pretty well. Hannah got the job done. Moyes came really, really close. Despite the bugs, hopefully we'll be a little bit better this year. And Diana just needed a point. Just needed a point to rescue what was a disastrous goal. And would have turned it into something worthwhile. and probably just fully complete. So, hey, she's got much more realistic goals. I don't have to worry about her on the women's tour. She's 15. Let her play juniors. And Moise and Hannah, we just hopefully can book them on the adult tours. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying as well. It does really help with engagement and pushes us into the algorithm. If you are enjoying this series, please do let me know. We will. I'll be happy to carry it on. If there isn't that much interest for it, it may just fall by the wayside. So if you do like something, do let your creators know. Do support them. You know, like buttons are great. Comments are great for the algorithm. Subscriptions really help boost them. And above all else as well, memberships. They are available on this channel and other channels out there. If you do enjoy content and you can help, that is a massive support and a boost to channels as well. So just got to make sure I keep repeating that because it's very easy to overlook. But I do appreciate all the support, all the time that you guys spend here watching the content, commenting, getting involved. Long may that continue. I think this is video 6, unless I've completely miscounted, of our tennis manager season. No, I think this is 7. So we pretty much wrapped up the end of the first season in this week of tennis manager, and so I'm going to take a little bit of a break on it. Maybe, depending what kind of feedback we get on the series, we may just completely continue it and extend this week onwards. But kind of hit what I wanted to hit with it right here, and I might go back to playing it semi-regularly if people want to see it, but not really. It's not really doing much on the channel. Or if people just aren't interested in watching this, then maybe this is something I play offline in my own time and just don't upload videos on it. So make sure you have your say, comment section down below. That is your chance. But until next time, thank you very much for being a part of this journey. I really do appreciate it. You're as much a part of the channel as I am at this stage, especially if you're still here at this point in this video. So thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Take care and all the best of luck to you.